Welcome to the Straight Up Pod. I'm Sujeiry.
I'm Jessi.
And we're here to talk about love,
sex,
motherhood,
empowerment
from a growth mindset.
Woohoo!
Guys, it's the last episode of season 1. I think you guys are going to miss us.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss you. I mean, it's not like you're going anywhere.
No, I know.
It's like she's not going to Africa, guys. We live very close to each other. We'll be seeing each other. We just won't be talking to you all.
Can you believe we did 10 episodes already?
We did. We committed.
Yeah, we did. I'm very proud of us.
I'm very proud of us.
Yes.
I mean, we are both busy women. We work full-time jobs.
Very busy.
We got kids, even though yours is an adult, she's still your child.
She's my baby.
Yeah. And I think even when things were not functioning audio, like there were learning curves.
They were. Yes.
But I think that we found our footing. And we appreciate everyone who listened.
Yeah.
All the feedback. We got a lot of feedback.
Loved it all.
Yeah.
Loved it all.
So we're going to cheers to episode 10 of the Straight Up Pod. If you are on YouTube, you can see the clink.
Woo!
If you are listening, we got to take a sip. Hold on. You can't not take a sip. De que mala suerte. We don't need none of that in 2026. So today, we're going to get a little recap. But before we do that, how was your weekends? What's up? What's down?
Weekend was good. The husband was away.
Okay. Where'd he go?
He was in Texas.
Why?
Guys trip.
I was like, Texas, how dare you? No offense to Texas, but politically it's not on my agenda.
He went on a guys trip. There was a boxing match out there, so him and a couple of other guys went. So I'm glad he went. I felt like he needed it.
I think we all need guys and girls trips.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So my daughter came, spent the weekend with me. We had some mommy-daughter time.
Aww.
We went out yesterday to celebrate my cousin's birthday, did a little booty shaking.
Nice.
And we actually stood up till about 4 o'clock in the morning, just me and her, just talking, chatting.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I love my son, baby. But he's 9, so I can't stay up. There ain't no booty shaking happening. There ain't no 4 in the morning talks. That kid of mine can't even make it past 10. He'll be like, I'm not tired, and like falling asleep on my lap.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was nice. It was nice. It was a nice weekend. He came home today, and he's knocked out now. Yeah. Because he didn't sleep. He hasn't
Party
slept.
Boys weekend. That's right.
He hasn't slept. So he's knocked out. I left him home. He's sleeping. Belly full. Showered. Tucked him in.
Oh, not girl. Okay. I'm just going to use my imagination to see what that means after a boys weekend.
How was yours?
I was good. I had a girls weekend. I had a one-on-one girls weekend. So my son is with his dad. So yesterday I went to our friend Jenny's house. Shout out to Jenny. Your secrets, what we talk about in Jenny's house stays in Jenny's house, just like Vegas. So yeah, I went over. We had some wine. Her family's amazing. We had a good time. I got home at like midnight. Today I went to go house hunting, girl.
Yes, I love it.
And I've just been in this mode of like not pressed, not in a rush. I'm gonna know when the right house is mine.
Yeah, you will, definitely.
And even if it means it doesn't look exactly what I imagine, I think it's a feeling you get. And everyone that has told me that they've bought a house, like even if it wasn't completely up to date or turnkey, they just knew like, but this one is it, right?
That's the truth. I can vouch for that.
So I feel like this one, something that I saw today was it for many reasons. It's not at all what I would think I would want, because I would have to put a little bit more TLC in it than like a house like where I live now. I just moved in. I didn't have to do a damn thing. But there's something nice about making something your own. Yeah. Especially since it's a house you own. You literally can make it your own. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll keep you updated, guys. If Friendsgiving, I know I'm already claiming it. Friendsgiving 2026 is going to be in my new house.
I'm looking forward to that one.
And we're going to have, some glasses of wine. I'm going to recruit all my friends to help me move.
Yes.
Those who offer your services, I will be calling you all. So yes. But yeah, it was a real chill weekend.
Good.
Real chill.
Good.
It's always nice to have that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel like I always gotta do
it. Sometimes it's needed. Like it was very chill for us this week. Like I did nothing in my house, absolutely nothing, and that's okay.
Nobody take your finger and wipe anything on any. Please don't go to my entertainment center and swipe. You know how old school moms do, tú limpiaste, and then it's like dust on your finger. Doing Olympias. Yes.
Yeah, no, I did nothing. I was very intentional with spending time with my daughter this weekend, and that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I mean, I did that. Oh, I did that with Evan too. In his way, the way that Evan wants me to spend quality time. Yesterday, we did it a lot after work. Like we did a lot of cuddling in my bed, and he's like, "Mommy, can you watch the show with me on YouTube?" And he likes watching a lot of. Now on YouTube is different. Like kids now don't really watch cartoons the way they used to. I'm sure some kids do, but like they're big on YouTube, and YouTube now has a lot of families with kids that like they're stars and they have brand deals and they have millions of subscribers. So my son loves watching those type of shows where it's like the mom and dad and they act out scenes. And so there was one with like the elf, and he was like, "Mommy, can you watch the Lively Lewis show? It's the one with the elf." And I'm like, "Sure." And I'm sitting there like, this is hilarious. Just cuddle in bed with him. He's the little spoon, I'm the big spoon with the iPad. But you know how kids are. They want to make sure you're watching. Like you're not on your phone. So he just kept looking back at me like, "Mommy, you watching? You watching, Mommy?" I was like, "Yes, Mommy. Yes, Papi. The elf is hilarious. Look at the elf. Look. He's like, No, Mommy, I don't think you watch. I'm going to rewind that part." And then he kept rewinding. "No, we're going to watch it again because it's so funny, Mommy." I was like, "All right, baby. We will be here watching this 20-minute video
you
for an
have to
hour."
make sure you're watching it. Yes, of course.
I was very present. And I was like, "This is a funny one, Papi. This was a funny one. We should watch it again for Christmas." He was like, "You liked it, Mommy?" I'm like, "I loved it."
Aww, he's such a cutie.
So I like to, that's what he enjoys. And so even if it's not my thing, like I try to be intentional to be really present. When I have that time with him.
No,
and I'm not always good at that,
Those are going to be the core memories.
Yeah, and I'm not always good at that because, I will give him the iPad and be like, "Boy, can I just watch My Real Housewives of Potomac tonight? Do you need me to give me..." I mean, he's the only child. I cannot give you all my attention. Can I watch some Bravo? But there are times where I'm like, no, I need to just like really just focus on whatever he wants to do, even if it's not my bag at all. I make it like it's the most amazing thing I'm watching. And the time goes by
really fast. I'm talking about like them growing up. Yeah. So
well, that's why I still cuddle with him because I'm like, and honestly, he still sleeps in my bed. He still comes into my bed in the middle of the night, and I know it's gonna change. Yeah. And because I want my sleep and I don't want it to be interrupted, when he's with me on weekends, I just let him sleep in my bed from start because I'm like, you're going to end up here. Yeah. And then you're just going to wake me up at 6 a.m, putting your legs in my ribs. So let's just start. Let's start you with your legs in my ribs now so I get accustomed to it as soon as I pass out, right? With a little tickle here, you know. So, yeah. Oh, today, what are we talking about today?
We're recapping the first season.
We are. So we're going to share some comments that we haven't shared. And we're just kind of, like talk about.
Swing it, guys.
We're going to wing it. We're going to wing it. We are going to talk about a little bit more about 2026. And it is December. So I think it's important to keep staying intentional and focused on what we want to manifest. But I also think it's important to stay present because I think future thinking can stress people a lot. Definitely. Yeah. Especially in December, people are like, "Oh my God, I have to do a vision board." You don't get it done by December 31st. My year's gonna be over.
I know, right?
Remember those days?
Start off on the right foot.
Or like, I didn't join the gym. I'm not at the gym January 1st. Do you remember that? Man, it feels good to not give a fuck.
Yeah. Really? It does.
I do not care. I'm like, listen, I'm going to do something when I feel like it. And if that is June 27th, then it's June 27th.
That's it. You do it when you're good and ready.
That's
fuck
right.
it.
Fuck it. Exactly.
That's going to be my word for 2020.
You know, mine's is expansion and hers is fuck it. It is very aligns with your whole theme of the Straight Up Pod season 1.
Oh my God, that was good.
I was actually talking about that yesterday with Jenny very quickly. Like, yeah, man, Jessi's in her fuck it era. And my best friend Juji today, she was like, I'm going to be 50. And she's going to be 50 in June next year. And I told her, I was like, do you know that SNL? Isn't there an SNL character that she's just like 50? And she just kicks her lips up because I'm 50. Have you seen that character?
I haven't, no.
So I have to find it and play it for you. I don't know if I can do it now because I don't know if we'll be like banned and copyright infringement. So I'm not going to play it now. But I was telling her, and she was like, yeah, like I listened to you guys' podcast. And Jessie's like, fuck it. And I'm like, well, she's 50. She's like, I'm 49. I'm already there. I might be worse than Jessie when I turn 50 in June. So it was just so freaking funny.
Oh my God.
That I was just talking to her about that today.
That is hilarious. Yes. That's funny.
So how'd you feel about season 1?
I loved it. I thought it was fucking amazing.
Yes.
I really did. You know, we did have to learn along the way, of course. Did. And that's fine. But I enjoyed it. I can't even get my words together. I looked forward to our recordings, what we were going to talk about, our topics. I have to say, I think my favorite one was why people decided to stay single. I think that had to be maybe my favorite one.
Why?
Just the feedback that we got.
As a not single person, why was that your favorite one?
The feedback that we got.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. Like, I mean, I enjoyed all of our episodes, but that one, like the feedback that we got, the comments that we got, like it was the
views we got on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you, YouTube watchers.
Thank you. Woo!
Yeah.
That was my favorite one. What about you?
So I feel the same as you. I think that we've always vibed, we've always connected, but I feel like we found our groove. Right? Like maybe, what was the episode? Maybe by third episode, we found our groove. I think in the beginning, we were obviously like a little nervous.
Yeah.
Even though I have done radio before, it's different. I haven't done it in a long time. And then I never did it with a co-host, right? So it's like, I want to make sure that we're like, not just talking bullshit and we're actually talking about what we say we're going to talk about from the perspective we say we're going to talk about it, right? And then I wanted to make sure the topics were covered, that we were thinking about things and talking about things from like a growth mindset and authentic mindset, right?
Right, and being intentional
about it. But then I feel like we got our groove like once we kind of loosened up and we're like, you know what? We're actually going to practice what we preach and we're going to record and be ourselves, even if it's not perfect.
Yeah.
Right? And that's, I think, the biggest lesson, you know? Everyone that's given me feedback has been like, I just love that you guys are just yourselves and you have both inspired me to like be myself.
I love
that. And that's amazing. Favorite episode, you know, I actually have let's see, what was my favorite episode? I think my favorite might have been, I can't really choose. I really liked why people are choosing to stay single, because I think that, again, like you said, we got this was the episode where we got the most responses.
Yes, we did.
First, we got a lot of views, but also I think we really showed both sides of like why women and men.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely tapped into both.
And I think a lot of episodes and podcasts, when they talk about relationships, they're very biased on one gender or another. And so I feel like we gave everyone a fair shake, right? And held both men and women
accountable.
And them accountable.
Yep.
Yep. And I also really, really loved what we're manifesting. I think last week's episode, the last episode, then I think it helped a lot of people see mindset, right? I love neuroscience, so the fact that I was able to talk about that, and I love manifestation. And we were able to like really focus on our process, how we've done it, and giving people advice on how they can manifest a great year or even a great now.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You can start now. Like I always want to feel like what I'm saying and what we're talking about is entertaining, but making an impact.
Absolutely.
And so that's always my goal. Even in life as a friend, like I want to kiki with you and have fun and shake my ass and drink and eat good food and but I also want to feel like my relationships are deep and that I'm being inspired and that I'm inspiring the people in my life. Yeah.
You know, as long as we have touched somebody and maybe helped you out with a certain decision, or like Sujeiry said, how, you know, manifestation has helped us, how it can help you. If we made an impact in any way, shape, or form, we did our jobs.
Yeah. Even if it was like, I didn't think about it that way. Or even bigger, I'm going to take that risk, right? I'm going to start that job. I'm going to go on that date. And we would love to hear how we impacted you,
Absolutely.
right? As long as it's negative, you can stick it up your booty. I'm just kidding. The negative feedback don't affect me because I know I'm fabulous and she's fabulous and we're fabulous, so it doesn't affect me.
We want to hear it all.
We do want to hear it.
We do.
Maybe not.
We love it.
I'll read it. I'll just like be like, whatever, you're bitter. I'll just think you're a hater. I'm just kidding.
We want to hear it all. Just give it to us.
I think because I'm looking at the episodes right now, I think we should give updates on, and this is just on the fly, guys, okay? It's just like my brain. This is how it works. Maybe we should get updates on kind of things that we talked about, our perspective. So do you have like any different or any news about siblings? Because All About Siblings was one of our most popular episodes.
That was a good one too.
Are there any updates? Have you been enlightened about anything? Or is it like, since that episode dropped October 29th, anything you want to share? Anything that you feel like you want to do intentionally regarding your siblings? If not, but I think it'll be a good kind of recap of the recaps.
I haven't thought about it.
No? Okay.
No. Maybe to try to reach out a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can really think of.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I had mentioned in that episode, as humans, we tend to be a little prideful sometimes.
Yes.
And
especially Latino. Sorry, I'm going to call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, excuse me, just, we let our pride get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I say it because I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We're being truthful here. So sometimes you just got to set that pride aside and
talk to that brother or sister.
Yeah, just take that jump.
Yeah, I think with my sister, like her and I, we always talk. We talk every day. So I feel like there's nothing there to like report or any changes. But I think after recording the episode, I was like, I need to be more intentional about reaching out to my brother. My brother lives in North Carolina.
Yeah.
We've never had a falling out or anything, like we have a good relationship and we hang out and we see each other. We have a great time. But I think he just, he doesn't reach out. I don't reach out. And I think that's the nature of
the relationship.
Yeah. And it's the same with my eldest sister and my younger brother, like my brother too. So it's not just me and him. It's also me and my eldest sister, right?
Yeah.
And I think in general, maybe it's an assumption, but I feel like usually sisters tend to like reach out more,
gravitate to each other
versus
more. Yeah.
The brothers reaching out. They might not like be good at being on the phone and stuff. So I did do like a FaceTime call with him, my sister. Like I was like, you know what? I was FaceTiming with my sister on a Friday night, and I was like, why don't we FaceTime? Our brother's called Angel. We call him Junior. Why don't we FaceTime Junior? Like, let's just get him on the call. Like, I feel like we need to do that more.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it was nice. Oh. Like, we were on FaceTime for 30 minutes, and then my sister had to go. But, like, me and my brother were on FaceTime for, like, another 30 minutes.
Oh,
his wife
that's
was
awesome.
looped in.
Yeah,
we were drinking our glasses of wine and just talking about life. So, I promised myself I was going to do it once a month. So, we did it in November, like, before Thanksgiving. And then we obviously FaceTime him Thanksgiving as well when I was in Pennsylvania. And I'm being intentional of like at least once a month calling him on FaceTime.
I love it.
Yeah.
Guys, excuse me. My voice is like a little raspy.
Yes.
And
she got that sexy voice today. Extra sexy.
I don't know what's going on. I'm
Drink
not
some
sick,
wine, girl.
But, the
you
allergies and, all that stuff that's going on now. And so, yeah.
Tómate
so
un poquito de vino,
I'm a little raspy.
The beverage, the cocktail will help. As I keep repeating myself, and you're just looking at me like, I will not be taking the beverage. Thank you so much.
Let's take a sip.
Take a sip as I look at. Ooh, yeah. So, what have you thought about the soft life since then? Are you more convinced about needing to leave the soft life more than ever before?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I need a sugar daddy to pay all my bills. As a TikTok trend go. I think, it's interesting because I feel like since that episode, I've been doing more. So it's like, I want to live that soft life. But I'm like, but why is my tarot channel blowing up and I have all these personal readings? And then, the podcast. So I'm juggling the tarot and ramping that up and the podcast and then my full-time job. And so, yeah, I guess
motherhood.
So I
and
guess
everything else in between.
So I guess I don't want to live that soft life. I guess being soft is just hard for me. You got that pun. I should have been a comedian. That's not a soft life either. Being a comedian is a lot of work. But yeah, I feel like I don't know if I know how to just chill. I just don't know if that's possible for me. Yeah.
Maybe not right now, but maybe.
I don't know. I think like when I'm like 77 and sexy, just as sexy as I am now, maybe because I'm going to have Botox all over my face and I'll be pulled to the gods. I think I'm still going to be like, what am I doing next? I don't know. I just don't think my personality is
ever to slow down.
Let's do less personality.
Yeah. That's okay.
I think I would be bored.
Yeah. It'll keep you going.
Yes, I think it keeps you young.
Yeah.
So yeah, no soft life for me. Sorry, guys. I mean, I think for me, it would be soft life because I would want to just do the things I want to do and not the things I feel like I have to do.
That makes sense.
So I think that's the type of soft life I aspire to be able to have the financial freedom to do the things that I want to do.
I get it.
So yeah. What else? Anything else?
I was thinking, what did I say? Was it today? Yeah. I was thinking today on what I want to do to be more intentional in 2026.
Love that.
So I think we should make that a journal prompt.
I think so too. Well, why don't you talk about it? What are you going to do?
So
we didn't do a truth bomb yet. Should we do a truth bomb first?
Yeah, let's just go with it.
All right. Journal prompt.
So, what do you plan on doing to be more intentional in 2026? I plan on gathering my girlfriends a lot more.
Yeah.
To come have a girls' night in my house, pajama night, game night, like just to have that quality time.
Love it. As someone who's buying a house and don't want to go nowhere, I'll be there.
Those are one of my intentions.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking about today. There's going to be more, but that's what came to mind today.
I think for me, 2026, I think I'm already doing this, but I want to continue to be intentional and staying in the present moment.
Yes, I love
and
that.
I'm already doing that. I mastered that, I think, very well in 2025. And breaking news, as my son loves to say when he wants to say something. Mommy says breaking news. Yes, baby, this is breaking news. I was not always this person. I was someone that was like obsessed with like pros and cons lists and mapping things out. And if I do this, then what's going to happen? And even back in the day, like going to baraja readers and leyéndome la taza so they can tell me every damn step of the way what was going to happen next. And so I was so concerned with the future that I forgot to just sometimes
live in the moment. Yeah.
And even though I'm like a spontaneous person, so it didn't change my personality. But I think when it came to big decisions in life, I almost needed to have the guarantee that things were going to go the way I wanted because I was afraid of like failing or not getting what I wanted. Right. So getting to a point, especially this year, where I was like where if I feel my mind or I can, my mind racing, like, what about this? I'm like, no. Where I literally ask myself, so if you're someone that has a hard time overthinking and you're someone that's always like, I'm going to do this, but what about this? But if I make this decision, what's going to happen? Am I going to fail? If you're someone that struggles with just being like, let me just stay right here where I am and I'll deal with that when I'm there.
Right.
And you can have goals and things like that. It's not about just flowing, and not having any goals.
No, of course not. No, but just to learn to appreciate where you are right now in the present moment.
And also like being mindful of the present moment, that is a part of overcoming anxiety, because a lot of people, anxiety and fear, it's because of the unknown.
No, absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
And the panic of, oh my God, what am I going to do? What is this? And if this happens. So one trick that I have that I'm going to continue to do, that I started this year, was when I can feel myself and just literally hear my thoughts, like going on overdrive of like, what about this? What about that? I will be like, no. Where am I right now? I literally focus on, I'm in my living room, and what am I doing? I'm drinking a glass of wine, and I'm next to Jessi. And it's just about bringing you back to literally, what am I feeling? My heart is racing. Okay, maybe let's do some breath work. Let me breathe in, breathe out.
Almost like you're centering yourself.
Yes, and that's what I would do. I would start centering myself. Wait, where am I right now? What am I doing? Okay, so let's stay here, brain. Let's stay here. And that is something I want to continue to do intentionally in 2026, because I've realized that mastering that present moment, like thinking is mindfulness, and it de-stresses you, and it makes life so much more enjoyable, and you just learn how to flow. And I think when you flow is when everything magnetizes to you.
I agree with you. 100%.
Because you're not in that fear, fight, or flight mode.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. Fight or flight.
Yeah. So and then in terms of like things I'm doing, I think it's just about continuing to do things and being intentional about who I surround myself with, continuing to be intentional and being discerning, right? And continuing to like being self-trusting and kind of tapping into myself, like, how does this feel? Or even, okay, is the confident, dope-ass Sujeiry, like, would she do this or would she not do this? Would she react like this or would she not react like this? So, like, for me, intentionality is always about me and always about how I'm showing up. And if I can sense that I'm showing up as, like, an insecure version of me or a hater version of me or a scarcity mindset version of me, I pull back and I'm like, bitch, that's not you no more. No. And it doesn't mean I have to be perfect, but I try to be really intentional about how I interact with people, show up with people. And yeah, I'll get mad and I'll get pissed and people frustrate the fuck out of me and I'll be annoyed at work.
But that's life, right? Because that's going to happen.
But I will pull back and be like, okay, who do I want to be in this moment? Do I want to be a bitter bitch or do I want to be a happy bitch? I want to be because a bitter bitch doesn't make anybody better than me.
No.
Everybody keeps living the damn best life, right? It's like what my mom used to say, uno llorando y ellos riendo.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Translation, y'all crying and they laughing the way. Yep. Yes. It's like when people are bitter about exes. And the exes are living their best.
That's a big one.
Their exes are living their best life, and you're like, that
and
motherfucker.
You're still in
and they ain't even thinking about you.
Exactly, and contemplating, and this happened, and what if exactly?
That's suffering.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a biggie. That's a big one. That's a good topic.
That is a good topic for. Oh yes, that's another thing, guys. What do you want us to talk about 2026?
Yes, please let us know. Let us know. Send it DMs. Anything, right?
Yeah, anything. No topic is off limits. I think.
Do you want to get into politics?
I know that's off limits.
That's off limits.
I think we get enough talk of politics.
Yeah, that's definitely off limits.
I mean, we both are politically aligned. So it's not going to be
we're not going to really say anything, but
it's
anything other than politics.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about sex. We are going to talk about sex.
We are, yes. Sex is coming.
Sex is, look at that pun. Look at that pun. Sex
right?
We're full of them today.
Yes, the topic
we're full
is
of
good.
them today. We might have to mark this explicit.
Yes. That topic is coming. So let us know. What do you want us to talk about? What do you want to hear? What do you want to know? Do you have any questions, any suggestions, any ideas? Just give it to us, guys.
Also, I know we were supposed to do this live on Instagram, but spoiler alert, Instagram is a hater for anyone that doesn't have 1,000 freaking followers.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
We did not know that Instagram changed their Instagram live rule.
I didn't find out until last night.
When she was out drinking and I was out drinking and we couldn't do anything about it. So Instagram does not allow you to go on live anymore, even if you're a private or personal account.
No, so it has to be, you have to have 1,000 followers or more, and your account has to be public.
Now do you have to have the business? Do you have to have a business account?
It didn't say.
Yeah, so we have a business account. We have a creator account, but we do not have 1,000 subscribers yet. So anyone who's listening, subscribe to the Straight Up Pod so we can get 1,000 and we can do an Instagram live.
Share our podcast.
So
share our IG page.
Do an Instagram live
TikTok.
Without it.
Come on, guys, you know what to do. You know what has to be done.
Let's focus on Instagram so we can do that live.
That definitely.
So that's why we didn't do it live. We were bamboozled, and we are sorry. We were uninformed. You can tell we're not on Instagram all day. But it's okay. It all works out.
It does. But next year we will.
Next year. Do you have a truth bomb?
I had a very pivotal moment yesterday during my therapy session.
Do tell.
So I was a little emotional with her, but I've been struggling with trying to figure out, as far as my coaching business, if I wanted to like narrow it down to a niche or not. Or I've always been about not narrowing it down to just one specific thing, because that's just not me.
Because you want to help everybody.
I do. I want to help everybody, but and I don't want to go into a lot of details right now, because I want to just put everything into.
Well, you want to be clear.
Yeah. So
I think that's important.
But speaking to her about this specific topic and how passionate I am about it and how emotional I get about it, it just like at that moment, I guess I had to speak to her and hear myself talking about it. That I even told her, I said, you know what, just speaking to you right now and letting you know all my feelings and how I feel about this has made me realize that this is probably where I have to start. Doesn't mean I have to stay there, because I can always pivot, and change the direction of my business. It doesn't always have to be that one specific niche, but to start out, I know where I'm going to start.
But it can be your primary audience.
Exactly.
Right? You can have a primary audience, a secondary audience.
So that was that was like an aha moment for me yesterday.
That's amazing.
So when I
Clarity
say that to
is so
say,
important.
I say that to say that sometimes you just need to discuss things. Like if you're stuck in something, or you're struggling with something, a simple conversation with someone can give you like that light bulb moment, and help you make a decision that you've been struggling with. I
think it's just important to vent and discuss it with the right person that's open and receptive, and that's not going to be a naysayer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So be discerning on who you share your dreams with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think, you try, and then if you want to pivot, you pivot. But I also think as someone who's known about branding and marketing and social media for a long time, because when I was a journalist and all that stuff, I had to learn a lot about it. And even with my tarot business, like I have a niche. My primary niche is Aries tarot, right? And I grew my audience, and my clients are basically all Aries, but I started a new Instagram. Check me out, Astro Haiti. And I do daily tarot, right? But I still kept it niche to like daily love tarot and clarity tarot, where it's like just a general message to help people gain clarity, because I don't want it to just be people coming for like, I want to be with this person or what's happening, right?
Yeah.
I want to expand that a little bit more. But having the niche, it helps you, and anyone who's listening who's starting a business, it helps you clarify your messaging more to that specific audience. And then you get to figure out their pain point and what they need help with, because it's such a specific audience.
Yeah.
And then you're able to create services and products based on who they are and what they're struggling with, and then they come to you for the help with their problem.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to do
it
when you have one, because if you try to serve all masters, right, you're like a master of none,
and that's what was like driving me crazy. I got my certificate 2 years ago, and I haven't done anything with it yet, and it bothers me, because it's like I know that I'm good at that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm fucking good at that. And I'm passionate about it. So, the other day I was like, Jess, you got to fucking get your ass into gear. You
but
know,
you just
like,
had to have
let's
the
go.
clarity.
Yes.
And now that you have the clarity,
and that did it
makes
for
a
me
lot
yesterday.
easier.
Yeah, that did it for me
Yeah,
yesterday.
and everything happens, and I think we tend to like accomplish something. We got the certificate. I did this, and then it's like, well, why am I not doing anything with it? But there's a time for everything.
Absolutely.
Like I said, like I started reading. I've started, reading people's tarot. I got my first deck at 15, right? And then I stopped, and I started, and then I started my Aries Tarot channel in like 2021, but I wasn't showing my face. And it took me a minute to be like, this is actually a gift. I'm actually helping people with the way that I read, especially if you're a one-on-one client, because I give you clarity, not just this is what's going to happen. I focus it on this is what you need to know for your highest good, right? So you can thrive in love and money and career. But it took me a minute to not only feel like I can do this and this can be a career and I'm good at it and I can succeed. It took me a while to figure out how I wanted to read.
Okay.
Like, how do I, so you have the niche now, but like, how do you want to serve them? Right. Then you got to figure out, well, I know their pain point. So like, how am I going to help them?
Yeah.
So it even took me a while to figure out, but how am I going to help them? Cause I didn't want to get, and I'm sure you can relate, I didn't want to get pulled into the like, oh, it's a saturated market. There's so many tarot readers. There's so many coaches. You want to do that? But
and I'm not going to lie. I thought like that crossed my mind in the beginning when I first started.
When I first started my classes, that did go through my mind. I'm like, but there's so many
why am I doing this
out there? Like,
yes.
And then I thought to myself, I said, but not everyone is not for everyone.
Not everyone is you. Yeah.
So
no one's you.
I'm like, fuck it. I know, like, I'm fucking good at this shit. So I'm gonna get the ball rolling.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like sometimes we get those messages of like, I mean, you know how many tarot readers there are, and I for a long time I was like, why? Like, I'm not going to be able to make money off this. Like, why would anyone choose me, right? And then I was like, well, I'm good. I feel like I have a gift and I'm very intuitive. And then I had to figure out who my audience was. And I had to then get to the point where I was like, well, I need to fine tune this. So this experience for my clients is really like me. Like it's authentically how I want to give this service. Not what people say you should do. Not how people say you should do it. Not because, oh, fulanita de tal is making so much money coaching that way.
Yeah.
No, just that going back to that authenticity of like, if they're coming for me, it's because there's something about me.
Exactly.
And so I just got to do it the way it's natural and authentic to who I am. Preach. I'm a drink to that, people.
Me too.
Ching, ching. Clink, clink. We're going to take a pause and take a gulp. That wasn't rehearsed. Let me say, okay, I haven't said my truth bomb.
Yeah, what's yours?
So yesterday, I like to do a lot of journaling, but sometimes I just talk on my voice memo like we talked about. And I did a whole voice memo session. I recorded a bunch of stuff and listened back. And I was thinking about, this whole concept of like identity, right? And like how we show up in the world, right, is based on who we think we are, right? So if I think that I suck at math, then I'm going to show up as someone that sucks at math. And I do think I suck at math. If I am someone that thinks like, you know what, I'm worthy and valuable, people love being around me, I'm going to experience that, right? But then I thought about the flip side of it. And it's like, well, if I define who I am and therefore people treat me accordingly and show up accordingly, am I defining how other people are? And are they showing up according to my perception of them?
Ooh,
that's a deep one, guys.
I fucking love that.
And I thought about something, and then I was like, I'm not going to mention this person's name, but I was like, holy shit. When I met this person, after spending 5 hours with them, and this is a romantic interest of the past, I gave them like, I had this assumption about him. And I kind of just like pegged him like, oh, I think he's like that. And we do this all the time with people.
Yes.
I judged him for something. And I even journaled about it. Like, I think he's like that. I think he's like this, right? And the craziest thing is that he just started showing up exactly like I assumed he would. because, and in manifestation, they say this, you give everyone a script in your life. Mm-hmm. So how you think and assume someone's going to show up, they're going to prove you right.
Exactly.
And so I literally, it hit me today. I was like, I gave that motherfucker the script. He had no choice but to show. And it was after a judgment call after 5 hours. And he literally just showed up the way I assumed. Wow. And then I started thinking about other guys I dated. And I was like, well, I did it with my ex, but I had a good assumption about him. So he showed up like I expected. Responsible, wanting to be with me, commitment, you know, because I made the judgment call with the way he showed up in his package. Oh, this is a serious guy. Mm-hmm. But the other guy, I was like, I can't take this guy seriously. And so therefore, he just showed me what I assumed, what I thought. What I expected of him is how he should. So like what you expect of people is what you get. That's my point. Just like what you expect of yourself is what people experience.
Exactly. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You hit it right on the nose.
It was just like, it was like, oh my goodness, I knew this about me, but I did not realize that all my life I've been literally categorizing people in my brain. And like I put them in a box and they can't get out of the box because I have to change my mind about them first.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That really, you really went deep there with that one.
Yeah. And I now am like, so intentional about like, how do I want to see this person? And I did this with my ex, my Evan's dad. Like I see him so different than when we broke up. I see him so different in many ways, in more positive ways.
I was just going to say in a better way. Yeah.
In a better way. And because I was like, no, I don't want to harp on this anymore. I don't want to see him this way. I want to see and have a perception of him that's like, appreciative of me and thankful for this co-parenting relationship, right? I don't want to see and assume and have an expectation that's not going to benefit me in our co-parenting relationship.
Exactly.
And things are so great between us. He even thanked me, which he's never done, and was like, I'm so grateful thank you so much for like our co-parenting. Aww. I never expected that man to say that. Never.
That's awesome.
But once I said, no, if I want him to show up differently, I have to stop expecting him to be the old him.
And stop harping on the past and what happened and the negative.
And because he did this, and he's gonna show up like this again.
Exactly.
So, and I've seen it in action. I've seen it in action when I have positive assumptions about people, and they're like, "Wow, they're amazing." And I've seen it when I've been like, "That girl's a bitch," and then she's a bitch. And then someone will be like, "Oh my God, what do you mean? She's so lovely." And I'm like, "That one, yeah, she's so nice." And I'm like, "She ain't nice to me." But that's the perfect example of that. Yeah. One person will experience someone some way.
Exactly.
And then the other person
will be like, it ultimately come down to?
Your mind.
Your mindset. Yeah.
So that what a great truth bomb for episode 10.
Love
people.
It.
So think about that, guys. Yeah. How are you expecting people and assuming people are showing up in your life? Like what role are you giving your husband, your wife, your kids? Mm-hmm. I try to be so intentional about like how I'm speaking to Evan about who he is. Because yo no quiero que tenga complejo, right? And also my expectation of like who he is as a kid too. Like I let him be himself, but I don't want to be like, oh, Evan is so this. Like I don't want to complain about my kid in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to always make sure that I'm bigging him up. So even if he's not showing up exactly the way I want him to, I'll be like, baby, you're trying. And like that's what matters, right?
No, that's important. That's important.
That was my truth bomb.
I love it. I love it. We did the truth bomb. We did the journal prompt.
And I think that's it. No. Oh, wait. I mean, we can read some comments that we have not read yet. And we can just end it there.
Yeah. You want to go? I have one.
You want to do two? Yeah, we can do. I think. I don't know if we did this one. Yeah, we'll do two. So we had someone say from the what episode was this? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the episode. Oh, why people are choosing to be single. We have two. And so someone said, what a great episode. The truth bomb question at the end needs to be a whole episode. But I don't remember what the truth bomb question was at the end.
That was probably, I don't remember what the truth bomb was either.
It wasn't a question. It was the truth bomb. I think, was it my truth bomb that I'm going to find a man? I think they just want an update. Not yet, guys. It's happening.
We
Not
will
yet.
keep you posted.
We'll keep you posted
We
on
will
my
keep you guys
relationship status.
posted, yes,
But,
of
I'm
course.
not going to tell y'all anything until it's
Sealed.
signed, sealed, delivered. Yeah. That's one thing. I don't share the movements and manifestations as they're happening. I share it when it's
Neither do
a
I.
done deal.
Yep.
Even like with my friends, like very few friends know the inner workings of what I'm working on.
You have to be careful. Absolutely.
Because then they'll be like, ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
Exactly.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
What did he say? How did he look? How did he smell?
They want.
What did he tell you? Did he
Bitch,
call
we
you
want
today?
an update like every other day.
But you know how it is. Has he texted you today? And then it'll get in your head. When are you gonna go out with him? What hasn't he asked you out again?
Why hasn't he? Why do you think?
Is he not serious? Oh, he's just a fuck boy. Like, people get in your head. People get in your head. Even work. Oh, so you're getting the raise? Why are you
And
not
that's
getting the
not
raise?
bothering you?
Yeah, that's not bothering you. Oh, and he did. That's where he took you. Really?
And you were
damn.
okay
And
with
you
that?
Were okay with that? Like, girl, don't you think you deserve better? I don't know about this guy. I don't know.
Oh my God.
You know how, and they do it out of love. But then it's like, damn, can you let me enjoy just like getting to know this person without, what do you think you want to be with him? I'm like, I just met him.
Que él te dijo qué? Y tú te callas, quédate callada.
I know. I can go on and on. I'm gonna be like, I remember in college we used to do this. I don't know if you remember when you were younger. Like, I would like a guy, and then I would be like, oh, I saw him. And they'd be like, what did he say? He said this. No, but how did he say it?
Yeah.
Well, he like, his body language is like this, and his tone was like, so
Did he
yeah.
emphasize it?
Did he
or
say
was he
baby?
just like,
Was it, like, did he seem excited? Like, it's just crazy, the shit that we would dissect. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Lord
To not be young again. I'm so happy. That is not where I am anymore.
Oh,
That
my
is
God.
it was fun, but it was stressful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that was the update. I think I will have an update. I am manifesting and claiming that I will have an update.
Yes.
Maybe when we come back, episode 1, we shall see. Yeah. The year is still going. Okay, what's your comment?
Let's see. Let me bring it up. So someone sent me a message last week on Instagram, and she said, hey, I just want to let you know that I had a phone screening interview today with an organization. I have no idea why, but I had you in my head the whole time. Like I was trying to channel your calm. Random, I know. It's probably because your last podcast about manifestation. I thought that was so beautiful.
I love that. That means we made the impact we want.
That was like, I read that and it tugged at my heart.
Oh,
it really did. It made me feel so good. So of course, I answered her back and, I thanked her. I told her to keep me updated because I would really like to know, did channeling my inner calm help?
Yes.
Like I want to, I'm excited. I want to know.
I mean, I think, we talked about it. That's like our intention to, kiki laugh, to have you all laugh as we laugh, right? And we kind of joke, but also to help inspire and to help you shift and think about things differently and know that anything is possible, right? And
absolutely.
And the sky really is, like, there is no limit. Like, the sky's the limit. Nope. And it doesn't matter how old you are.
Nope.
Or how young you are. Or if you're a woman or a man or they or them.
Absolutely.
Like, it just really doesn't matter. If you want to go for something, just go for it.
Yeah.
Even if it's something as simple as, like, I want to start a podcast.
Here we are.
Get a mic.
That's
what I'm saying? We in my living room, people. I got my child's. If you're on YouTube, that's his drawings in the background. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start.
Yeah, just start somewhere.
I always ask myself, what's the worst that can happen? And then I'm like, I'd stop and then I just move on.
Right, exactly.
I stop.
It's a learned lesson, or you try to figure out what you did wrong, what didn't work, and you try to change it.
Yeah. So I'm always like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yep.
Next.
That's it.
All right. So this comment was, again, why people are choosing to be single. And I love this because it said, I have to say, this was a great episode. Having 2 women sharing a man's story and perspective, it's so amazing to hear both sides. Great work, ladies.
Ooh,
I love it.
So
Thank you.
we love that. And then I
Yes.
do have hi ladies, I love the podcast. I'm so excited for you both as Latina moms. Your stories and energy are amazing.
I love that.
But they did say, while I love the representation for Latina moms, I'd also love to hear a bit more diversity and perspectives from women in general. Keep up the great work. So we will have
Yes.
we will have people we're interviewing next year from all walks of life.
Yes.
We're
Stay
not
tuned.
we're not niched down to just like Latina women or women in general. Okay. And then the last one, love the dynamic, ladies. It felt great. You guys touched on a lot, and you had me thinking about the boundaries that I need to put in place. So that was from the first episode. No filters, no fluff, just straight out.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Awesome.
everyone.
Thank you.
Oh my
We
God, it's
appreciate
over, and I don't
it.
have any more wine to clink. Give me 1 second. Just put some elevator music.
We appreciate everything, guys. The listens, the reviews, the comments. Share our podcast. DM us ideas, like I said, suggestions, anything you guys want to hear us talk about besides politics.
And stay tuned for our season 2 in January.
Yes.
We have to. I think it'll be the first. Is it the first Wednesday? When's January 1st? So it will be the second. Yeah, it's the first Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll keep you
think so.
updated.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram because that's where we post most of our updates.
Yes.
The Straight Up Pod. And also on YouTube, if you want to watch us, we would love to grow the YouTube because we love being on video. And we're so much more fun if you watch us on video.
Yeah.
You get to see
Watch
our
us.
expressions. I have one on my face right now.
Watch us, guys. Put us on your TV.
Yes,
Come
yes.
on.
I mean, I have no makeup on half the time and I'm in sweats, but you know what?
That's keeping
I'm
it real.
still cute.
That is
I'm
keeping it
still
real.
cute. All right.
We appreciate you
Let's
guys more than you
cheers.
know.
Last episode of season 1. It's a
Did it.
wrap.
Woo!
It's a wrap. Woo woo.
Clink.
Clink. Bye.
Bye,
See you in
guys.
2026.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays.